Hello, I'm Carl Lewis, Senior Service Technician here at Norfield. In this video, we're going to be setting up and operating a 3800 Door Lite cutout machine. When you receive your 3800 and get it out of the crate, it should look virtually like this. There are a couple of shipping brackets on it that we'll have to take off. The first thing you're going to want to do is get the machine in the position where you're going to use it. In terms of the clearance behind the machine and at the ends and where the electrical drops and the air drops go, you need to refer to the pre-installation drawing that was shipped with the machine. On the back of the machine there is an anti-tip bracket or rear support bracket that has an extra foot that extends out behind the machine. Be sure that this is in place and contacting the ground before you remove the shipping brackets. There is a shipping bracket at the elbow for the arms. It's underneath. This is applying pressure up to support this arm and shipment. So what you'll need to do is to loosen the lock nut here. Back that up, and then the pad will rotate down to give you some clearance under the arm. And then you'll remove these two bolts. I've already taken the nuts off from them. And that bracket will come out. Then we can replace these two bolts and the nuts to lock that back down. The other shipping bracket is supporting the head assembly itself. It has a bolt right here that goes through the bottom of the head assembly. Remove that bolt. And two bolts that hold it to the frame. I've already removed the nuts. You take the bolt out of the head assembly, the two bolts out of the frame, and that bracket can lift off also. The shipping brackets are not part of the machine and are not operational parts. They are only used for shipping. If you feel like you want to move the machine at some time in the future, you may want to save them, but they are not part of the machine. Now that we have the machine in position, we need to level the frame. We're going to almost level the frame. We don't really want it to be dead level. We want it to be a little lower at the back corner because we want the head to drift into that back corner whenever we turn loose of it. So we're almost there. It's kind of down at this hand. I'm going to raise this front corner a little bit and see if we can get this to drift into the back. Raise the other corner a little. There it goes. So when it's correctly positioned and level, all 6 of the adjustment bolts should be contacting the floor, and we should be able to take the head and place it pretty much anywhere, turn loose of it, and have it fall into that rear right corner. If the head's back at the rear right corner, then it's out of your way for removing and replacing the doors, templates, door light removal, all of that. Most of the motions on the machine that are operated on slide rods will have clamp collars positioned to hold the assembly so that it doesn't slide around during shipment. So this collar here is a shipping restraint. So we're going to loosen it and then slide it up out of the way. There's enough room on this rod that we can just slip it to the front and lock it down again and leave it, or it can be removed completely. This one over here needs to be removed completely as there's not room for it to remain on the rod.